One of the biggest discussions in artificial intelligence and business software in general right now is local versus cloud. That obviously begs the question, who is actually right? And obviously both sides come with pretty significant ups and downs. Local systems is what everybody used to have, where you have your own server and you either develop your own system yourself or buy a pre-built solution, for example, PeopleSoft or SAP, that you can then use for your business. And the good thing about this option is it gave people the control over the software, over their data, over the security, and it also is very easy to customize systems like these because you have access to the actual software code. The downside obviously is you need to buy a very strong computer, a server, or a whole data center. That can come with high maintenance and also other obligations like, for example, disaster recovery. Also, if your company grows, you need to expand your actual hardware hosting your solution. So depending on the system you have, scalability is not super easy. And this is one of the main issues that companies solve by offering a cloud solution and why everybody and their mother is moving there, because here companies like Google, Microsoft, or Oracle provide you with that service of hosting your solution and maintaining the data center architecture. They also provide you with continuous updates on their software as a service product, and especially for large enterprises, as we're talking about compliance features, etc., right? Especially if you're in government contracts, this is a very attractive offer, not only because of the updates and infrastructure, but also because of the ease of scalability. If I am acquiring another company, I just buy a couple of more licenses for the user. I don't need to change my server setup or whatever. Downside though that a lot of people are struggling with is you need to understand if this is a software as a service product that is hosted on a cloud by an external provider. You're not gonna go in there and customize it. So if you want to use a cloud product, then you need a really good implementation and assessment of if it can actually do what you want it to do, because there's no real way to actually write code and change its behavior. So obviously you have less control and there is some potential data security concerns. I'm honestly a little bit skeptical about that because yes, data security is higher on your own server, but the US Army and the government are using Oracle Cloud. So I would say security can't be completely shitty. So while in general, cloud systems are better for flexibility, scalability, and multi-location, on-premise or local software is usually better for data control and security reasons. Now that you understand this, artificial intelligence introduces a new level of complexity because of the huge concerns in terms of how your data is used. Still, huge cloud providers like OpenAI, etc., are capable of giving you a plan where they assure you that your data won't be used for training, etc. But obviously, if you want maximum control or maybe do some shady things, then a locally hosted model is always better. I hope that helped you understanding why everybody is fighting about this and that there is not just one winner, and in the end, it depends on your specific situation.